I wasn't always this open. I am one of the many artists who is also an introvert. To be more specific, the stereotypical awkward reserved type of introvert. My most interesting art being cosplay. My sister introduced anime and gaming into my life at an early age, maybe around 6 or 7. I swear she introduced me to make sure I would forever be too broke to buy alcohol or drugs. My first convention was Anime Boston 2015. Costumes of all colors, sizes, constructions, and fandoms all flooded the hallways. I ran one person after another asking for pictures. I ended up with almost 100 or more so pictures from only a few hours of being at the convention. At the end of the night, at dinner, I was showing off every picture and recalling every encounter with extreme detail of each cosplayer I had met that day. My sister, witnessing my excitement, commented, "Why don't you try cosplaying next year?" Little did she know, she had just started my newest obsession. That summer, I was watching an anime called Assassination Classroom and regularly discussed the episodes with my friend. There were these two characters that we utterly adored, and I suggested, why don't we try cosplaying them? They agreed! And so we scrambled to find all the parts to make the cosplays. Eventually, we finished it, and I was so proud. I couldn't wait till the convention came. Going ahead, my friend and I got up extra early to go to the convention. While waiting for the train, thoughts ran through my head. Would anyone recognize who we were? Would people like the costumes we've created? Would people ask for pictures? From within earshot, I then heard, "Mommy, why are their hair such a weird color?" "Shh, don't look." All the pride I had suddenly faded away. I began to wonder, was this really that weird to the outside eye, just looking in? Was this hobby really so different? Was it really this bad? I had the biggest urge to just start crying. I wanted to take off the wig, the makeup that I had spent hours working on, and just go home and hide under the covers. I no longer had any will to share what I had created with the outside world. But to say I hated cosplaying was a lie. I just stopped expressing my interests and went into full awkward introvert mode. To me, being an introvert means a person who does not easily open up to others and will only share themselves true form with close friends and family. Being an introvert is not a bad thing, but I felt only devastation. I felt as if I was missing out on everything, just because I no longer stayed true to myself or others. I despised being the stereotypical introvert. Inside, I still wanted to share my work, so I opened up a couple of private accounts under some false names and began to share my work again. A couple of people started messaging me saying they couldn't wait to see my work live. Although hesitant, I decided to try again. At Anime Boston 2017, I decided to share my cosplay one more time. As I was waiting for a friend, I noticed out of the corner of my eye a flash of color. I looked up and realized this person had the same plush I did. I realized who their character was and rushed over to scare not only them, but myself. My passion had beat my introvertedness, and they kindly let me stay with them as they were also waiting for people. After spending some time with this kind person and their friends, I learned they also were all introverts, yet they didn't let that stop them. I witnessed them starting a couple of silly groups such as Squatting Brigade and Naruto running down the hall, and they were having the time of their lives, being true to themselves. In that moment, I finally realized how badly introverted I had become. That experience made me realize that I wanted to break out of my shell and be as free as they were. Earlier this year, I was at a computer convention for URI and did what I love doing, cosplaying, and even dancing around being silly. The crowd loved it, and I even ended up in a newspaper and lots of videos and pictures. Those experiences made me realize, whoever I was, some people would accept me for who I am, and if they didn't, why did it matter?